Hey, welcome to another edition of Avid Golfer Magazine's Fearless Fantasy Forecast. Well, before we get to this week's event, which is at Torrey Pines, the Farmers Insurance Open, last week we got to pat ourselves on the back a little bit because we picked the winner.
Well, it was awesome because we had 3 teams in the money, and I'll say I had 1 team in the money, but Rick picks Andrew Landry.
0.2% of the total participants picked.
And he even said it was a wild card pick if you watch our video last week. Let me give you some stats. He picked Andrew Landry this year before the American Express.
Mm-hmm.
He missed all 7 of his cuts.
Yep.
No, he made 1. He had a tie for 23rd. And last year, if you go back to that event, he finished tied for 28th.
Nice.
That doesn't get you go, got to take Andrew Landry. But you got to go back to 2018 where he tied for 2nd, which you must have done.
He did. I saw that.
And, well, kudos to you because we made some cash. And with you picking Andrew Landry, wow.
You know what?
Just wow.
I've always said this is like roulette, except this is tougher. There's only 37 numbers in roulette. There's 144 people in
Not when
golf.
there's 3 golf courses. There's 175 players.
Well, there you go. It's even worse. So how about that? So we'll hang on to that little nugget.
But this week, and I've got a stone cold lock that you all need to take note.
All right. You starting?
Sure.
All right.
So we decided to take 3 teams this week. We've taken 2, but you know what? We're on a roll and we win.
Money
but I'm
burning
so
a
confident this week. I took 1 team twice instead of taking 3 teams. I took 1 team twice and I took another team.
Interesting. All right. Well, that saves you time.
I'm going to tell you who my team is, and I'm going to save my stone cold lock for last.
Okay.
I took, this is my first e-break of this year on this, but I took Kaplan. I know his first name starts with an S because that's what
Capellini?
I wrote.
Kaplan? Yeah, it's Sebastian.
Sebastian. I took Sebastian because he's good.
Yeah, right.
He
You know
finished
his first name.
He finished 6th last week, and he's made 6 out cuts. And I took him on all 3 teams.
Wow.
I also took Denny McCarthy on all 3 teams. You know, he's 8 of 8 this year in cuts, and he's got 3 top 10s. He's a perennial pick for you.
Yep.
And I decided to take him.
Attaboy.
I took Cameron Smith, who won 2 weeks ago, and had the lowest final round last year at the Farmers.
That's your bit.
That's my bid. It worked with Abe Answer this past week. Took Scotty Scheffler, who, man, he's going to win soon. He's just going to win. He's 8 for 8 on cuts this year, 3 top 5s last 4 events. And the least unsure of my picks on the team I took twice was Ricky Fowler. I don't know why, but he's only played 3 times this year, finished in the top 10 in all 3.
Ball strikes great, just can't make a putt.
My stone cold lock.
Uh-oh.
Before I go on my 3rd team. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to tell you about my 3rd team. Take this team. And my stone cold lock is none other than Gary Woodland.
Good pick.
Top 10 his last 4 events. He had the 2nd low round last year in this event, and he followed that up with playing very, very well. So not only is Gary Woodland a good pick this week, watch him the next few weeks. I think last year during the Waste Management, which is the next week, was when he did that video with that girl down.
Yes, on the 16th hole.
Yeah. I'm just going to say.
That was my feel-good moment.
He may be the stone cold lock for 2 weeks in a row.
All right. I like that. That works. You good?
I'm good.
Okay, so last year Justin Rose won. He's actually done really well at this tournament. None of us picked him. How about that?
And he came in 2nd last week in the Asian Tour.
Yeah, he did. So I got Tiger on 1 team.
Wow.
Because he's an 8-time winner there. I think even if he just shows up, he's going to make the cut. Cameron Smith, to your point, tied for 9th last year. He's trending nicely. He took a week off. He's like everybody's new hero because he's anti-Patrick Reed. Maverick McNeely, he was a value pick, $6,600, made 7 consecutive cuts. Colin Morikawa, I just love him. And he's grouped with Tiger and John Rahm this week.
How about that?
Harris English, 6 of 7 cuts, 4 top 10s. Danny McCarthy, 8 of 8 cuts, 4 top 10s. Sanjay M, I got to stick with the guy. He just keeps playing. He keeps winning. He does everything but win.
I think he's got to get tired.
3rd, 11th, 21st, and a 10th, 8 of 8. And then Patrick Rogers, major value play, hits the ball a mile, and you need that on that course. He's made 7 of 10 cuts. So, my 2, Gary Woodland. Great minds thinking alike.
All right.
So he's played this event since 2011. He's never finished worse than 30th.
He's a lock. Well,
I don't go that far, but he's good. Might be a crock of a lock, but I'll stick with him too. The other one, Ryan Palmer.
Okay.
Ryan Palmer had a third a couple weeks ago. In his last 2 events there at Torrey, 13th and a second. Lost in a playoff. So there you go. Those are our picks. And I would say follow them closely because sometimes we get lightning in a bottle, like an Andrew Landry.
We're on a roll. Follow us.